Hello and welcome back to one of my Train Sim World videos. Today I'm going to do the Riviera line on the newly released Train Sim World 6, which came out a day or two ago at the time of recording this video. I actually got the early access last week, but unfortunately due to work I've not had a chance to play it. I've had a look around it today and make sure all my settings have remained the same, which they weren't. Some of the previous things like automatic coupling and point setting have gone back to normal. And make sure all the other content are downloaded, which it hadn't, but now has, so that's all good. So I thought, well, let's do a video on the Riviera line and the Class 802s. It's a train that I know very well. I've been driving it pretty much every day that I work. So let's get into it. So I'm going to do a timetable mode. So we'll go to the 802 and go to the 9 car, and we'll do this one here. It's got a conductor mode on it. So this is one Charlie 70 from Paddington to Paignton. Obviously we're not starting on Paddington, unfortunately. I think it's Exeter St David's, but nevertheless it's a lovely scenic route. So I've not had a chance to look at it, so I'm quite excited to see what Dovetail have given us here. So turn the dynamic weather off, because I don't know about other people, but I find it a bit annoying because it's summer's day and then it's lovely, and then 15 minutes later it's thick fog, and then it's back to sun, and it's not that realistic. And I like the fact that Matt always seems to change it when he's doing live streams. Probably tells you all you need to know. Right, let's get the driver and we'll get ready to go. Okay, as we've got here, we've got a Class 802. We're going from Exeter St David's to Paignton, so let's get started. First things first, you want to enable the safety systems on the back here. I've actually uploaded a little how to get started with this train video. If you I'm not sure how to set it up, we'll just set all these safety systems to normal, because that's how they should be. In real life you wouldn't be able to take a train into service, at least with all these isolated. So you've got ECTS, AWS, TPWS, Vigilance, DSD, ATP. You don't need to do anything with this temporary isolation. You don't need to worry about it. It's always in normal mode when you set the train on, so you don't need to do this. So that's all been set. So let's jump back in the chair and we'll put the key in. There we go, and we'll set it into neutral. Cancel the AWS warning, and the first thing we need to get the doors open on the left hand side. So we're running diesel mode here because there's no overhead lines, obviously. We'll set the lights right, so it's because we're in the day we set them to full. Of the night time we will set them into dimmed. It's the opposite way around to cars, but that's the way it is. So we've got the signal here anyway, so we don't have to. That DRA really should be in, should be reset when the or set when the lights the signal's red, but it's green, so we'll leave it like that. Normally in here we'd put the station, you'd put the head code in, it would load up the station stops, and also load up all the seat reservations that you see. So shut the doors. Okay, so we'll put the reverse into forward and we'll apply some bit of power, so release the brakes. And you can hear the engines running up.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paignton. We'll be calling at Dawlish, Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Tor, Torquay and Paignton.
So this has got the new announcements, the passenger announcements.
The next station is Dawlish.
Generally speaking, I know there's a setting, I need to find it. You wouldn't hear this in the cab, those noises. It's just too well insulated. On some trains, you can hear them. The 166s, 165s, and 387s, you can hear the announcements, but not in the 800s generally. Not unless the back door there was open, then you probably would. So we're in the 30. Once we get into the 75, I'll put some more power on. Generally speaking, if you leave it in power, the power sort of, it says power handle 1, but it's minimum power, then it should just keep you at a sort of steady speed-ish. Right, we're into 75, so we'll pull into full, and off we go. So a quick look around the cab. I've just been through this. There's lots of information here. On my little setup guide video that I've done, I've explained this, but just in case you haven't seen it, there are some errors on this. It's not fully implemented. This bit here is actually showing the speed that you're doing in real life. That shows the current maximum, the speed limits that's been set for the train, and it'll be 125 by default because that's the maximum speed allowed on this train, and it won't go faster than that. I haven't tried this, it will go through, but in real life you can't go more than 125 miles an hour on this train. And if you want to change the maximum speed set, you can tap on this in real life and set the maximum speed. So if you want it set to 100 because you're going to go through a bit of line that only allows you to go to 100 miles an hour, then you can set that way. And what there is actually a speed a meter just here, a digital one that you can tap, and that will show you your speed as well. Otherwise you've got to look down here, which is the ATP speedometer here. I've got the minimum HUD on the speed up there because that's a bit far away from my vision. I'm sitting back a bit away from the screen, so it's quite hard to see what that reads, so I have that up. So we got to 100 now, so have a look outside of this, look at the scenery, and it looks nice, doesn't it? It's it's looking good. I hope still a bit of redrawing going ahead of us here. I'm hoping that the Great Western Express will be looking something like this excuse me, when it comes out in whenever it comes out. Also going to come in the GSMR. I'm not sure why that's still not implemented. With even if it just said the head code, it would be something. I don't really care about the rest of the functionality, but the head code would be really useful. Oh, another one coming past. I have to say, this accelerates rather quickly. I don't really think that's the server. Well, maybe I don't know what era this supposed to have been set in, but maybe when the trains first come out, they might have accelerated that quickly in diesel mode, but they generally don't anymore. But it's good. It's quite a good level of cab noise. It feels fairly realistic actually, because they're not silent. There is definitely noise in them. It's a nice October sunny day. So the first stop is Dawlish, which is in 6 miles. So let's look outside again. I have travelled on this route a few times, but I've not done it recently. The last time was last year. but it is a very lovely route. If you haven't been on it and you have an opportunity to, then I strongly suggest that you take that opportunity, because it really is a fantastic route. Oh, there's another train there. What was that? Was that? I think that was a pacer, I think. I'm not sure. Went a bit too quick. So this, for those of you've got the LNER, East Coast Main Line, they're very similar in layout, but they tend to use, they're using this. They don't have ATP. Oh, we're speeding now. Better brake. Oh, naughty. I'll lose some points for that. There we go. Put it in 1. We should hopefully keep power up. Let's have a quick look outside. I'm not sure there was a whistle board just there or not. So I don't know this route. I'm driving it for the first time, so please forgive me if I make some mistakes. So this area around sort of Exeter and all around there is the Jurassic Coast, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a very nice part of the world. Obviously the Dawlish seawall is very famous for the waves breaking over the line. Obviously it's collapsed a few years ago during a particularly nasty storm. Looking outside, it's good to see some cars. I still think that while the houses and that are getting better, the area can still feel a bit sterile with not much going on. So we're coming up to an 80 now, but we'll also be a couple of miles away, so I don't need to we'll keep it at 60 for the moment. I'm not sure what the braking points for this would be for a driver, but let's enjoy the view. So for reference, I'm playing this on a PS5. And I've got all my other DLC downloaded. I'm assuming those other layers are going to be on here now. I've not really checked, to be honest with you. Oh, we went through the 40 there. We're still slowing down, so we're good. Oh, temporary speed restriction. Right, that's the first I've seen of those. That's why. It's terminated, so we've gone through it now. We should be out. I forget about the new features on it, which is good. Temporary speed restrictions. They are, drivers would normally know about those. They're published in the what's called the weekly operating notices, and that'll tell you where they are and how fast you have to go and stuff. So they shouldn't actually come as a surprise, although sometimes they do. Right, number 75 again now. I was reading some comments on some forums that the people weren't getting any faults or sort of signalling restrictions and stuff, but it looks like it has been implemented again. But I think there were some issues with so many faults coming up, it was unrealistic. So I think maybe there's been an update to fix some bugs, and also I think maybe they've reduced the amount of issues that you get by you know, reducing them rather than having so many where you just keep getting engine failures. I've sort of people saying got 9 engine failures or something, which obviously is not. If that was happening in real life, the train wouldn't be going any further. You'd be taking it out of service because. Oh, better slow down. Okay, so we're coming towards Dawlish. Release it. We got. It's quite a long platform, isn't it? Oh, the wrong way around there. Let's let that go. The stop car marker's at the end of the platform here, I believe. Let's have a look. So the idea is to get the. Oh, there it is, just there. Look, hidden away. Not very helpful. Oh no, wrong way. Oh, gosh. Try and get it. Oh, look at that. There we go. Right in the window. So we're on time, which is pretty amazing. Right, so we've got to hang on here for a moment. Let's have a quick look outside at Dawlish. We need a keyboard fell. There we go. There's a
Exeter, St David's, Exeter Central, St James.
Oh, there we go. There's a 158, I believe. Oh, 150. I'm sorry. I should know that, really, shouldn't I? Okay, we'll lock the doors. Okay, so off we go. Should be said, actually, on all these trains, there's no real driver-only operation, so there would either need to be a to get dispatched. Sorry, she interrupted me there. To get dispatched, you'd need either a train manager on board, you need a train manager on board, or you need to be dispatched by platform staff. So, generally speaking, out west, there's always a train manager or a guard on board. So the next station is Teignmouth, which is just over 2 miles away, and we're up to 60. It is interesting. People have said you can see the lights do have an effect in here. Yeah, the lights on these trains aren't particularly bright, it has to be said. You can see the red sand and rock of this area, which is what it's sort of famous for. And here we go, back through the coastal route, which is, you know, what makes this route so, part of what makes this route so attractive. So I'm just going to bring the power down now. Let's get outside again. Sorry for all the outside shots, but it seems a bit of a shame not to take a look at the scenery. Oh, this was put in. This is quite old, I think. This would stop rock falls, obviously. I think it was like 1970s or 80s that was put in. Maybe somebody could correct me, of course. It's very light in this cab. Is there lights on somewhere? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was. There we go. Wouldn't normally drive with the lights on. A bit distracting. I have to say the lights, these aren't nearly, they're not nearly as bright as that in real life as I just saw then. And this is not bright at all. So just quickly, while we've got a mile to go, so we'll wait before we get to I'll wait to get to Teignmouth, and then we'll quickly have a quick chat about the ATP. Right, so we're coming into platform 1. So leaving it about half a mile out, and then we'll start putting some brake in. Ideally, you want to hit the. I mean, traveling at this speed, you can pretty much. It's quite easy to judge when to start braking. You want to be hitting the end of the platform 25 miles an hour, really. Depending on how long the platform is. If it's a short platform, then you need to be hitting it a bit slower than that. Otherwise, you might find you're not going to stop in time. But okay, so we've got a bit of 500 yards to go, so we'll coast in. There we go. So this is the end of the platform. Crikey, it's a long one. When it gets a minimum brake, it really is a minimum, so you would always need to use a bit more than that, because it's barely touches the speed, but it's right. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, so we're on time pretty much again. I don't know where the stop marker is on here. I guess it's going to be at the end again. Unless it's a 2 or 3 car mark, so it must be at the end. This is those for the 150s and 165, 166s that run down here. Somewhere around here, so you can still see the signal.
This is Teignmouth.
Okay, we're unlock the doors, so we're on time.
Service to Paignton.
Well, that looks very nice. Actually want to be by the seaside. Oh, where did that car come from? Sort of floating cars again. Still a few things that just need kind of tweaking. The external stuff, I find a bit, the people, too many replicas of same, so you'll see the same person with a hat on, for example, or same clothes. Right, let's get going. Things like that, just that sort of thing just needs a bit of tweaking. Other stuff is great. I think there probably should be a stop car mark here, so maybe that's been omitted. Oh look, there's one here, so maybe there's one at the end of the platform. I didn't see it.
The next station is Newton Abbot.
So I might have to check that next time. There are quite a lot of these stations where there are the stop marker is off. Is at the end. They're off the platform. Generally, where there's a crossing behind the platform, so that it doesn't. So when the train stops, it doesn't block. Right, up to 60 this time, and then we'll put it into step 1. There we go. Keep it there. Well, it looks nice. The boat's there. Cool. Okay, sorry about my dreadful driving of this. Oh crikey, I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Apologies for that. I'm not sure what was going on there. So we're up to 80 and then a 90, so we might as well put a bit of power on. So quickly, ATP is what we use, automatic train protection. It has 2 modes: partial supervision, which is the 3 lines down, or 3 dots in this case. In full supervision, it'll have 6 lines or dots in here. And it's basically a safety system that was implemented Pretty much as a result of the Ladbroke Grove disaster. It was around then already, but nobody implemented it because it was too expensive. But it's still used now. It gives you sort of features like it will tell you what an upcoming speed restriction is. So if there's like a 50-mile-an-hour coming up, as you approach the warning one, it will beep on here, and if you don't start slowing down, then it will start applying the brakes after warning you. It's some other functions on it. It will tell you what the last signal you pass in terms of whether it's a single yellow, double yellow, or not. Yeah, it's definitely a mixed bag. It's got some good features and some annoying features. But once you get into certain areas, oh, that must be for the 60 then. So let's slow that. Yes, it's something called release speeds, which can catch you out. But other than that, it's pretty useful, particularly if you forget about speed restriction that's coming up. If you're distracted by other things. It's not the equivalent of ETCS. That does a different job altogether. Excuse me. Okay, what we got here then? Okay, we've got double yellow, so we'll put a little bit of brake on. You want to be hit going past a single yellow 40 miles an hour. So it's a 40 for crossing over, which I don't know if we are or not. Oh. So we're at 35. We've got another yellow as we come around the corner here, I think. Oh yeah, we've got a single yellow, so we've got a red ahead of us. This might be an approach control signal, so it's slowing us down to make sure we're not going too fast over the points. We'll slow down anyway because we never assume that it's going to be approach control, because if it isn't, if we're going too fast towards the red, then TPWS will probably trip us up and we'll end up stopped. Always best to be on the safe side. Let's have a look and what you can't do in real life and see what's going on down the road.
Newton Abbott.
Okay, it's just stepped up that signal, which is not very well shown, but it's... So as I thought, it's actually because we're going into a crossing over, it's at 40. So we can just put a little bit of power to get us across. A junction indicator, number 1. So now we've got a red at the end of the platform, so let's just slow down. See if we can find where the platform stop marker is. Alright, where is it? Is that it there? Yeah, that's it, just there coming up. Are we on time? Pretty much. I'm about a minute off. So if we look out the window, we should get that inside there. That man, roughly.
This is Newton Abbott.
Okay, I'll open the doors. Right hand side.
This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton.
Okay, let's look at Paignton. Not Paignton, what am I talking about? Right. Newton Abbot is what I meant. Let's see, go back out here. Yeah, we're early, so we've got the 58, so it's all good. And this guy's off. Oh, no trains going this part, mate. You need to come down the platform a bit. So close the doors. And off we go. I have to say, if I was in real life, you'd put the reverser into neutral every time you stopped and not leave it in forward like I've been doing, but okay. Ooh, better make sure it's only a 40 out of here. Okay, up to 40. Still looking good. This is the first route, as I say, I've played on this Train World 6. I'm looking forward to the layers and everything else, and obviously the Voyager, dirty, smelly Voyagers. I see quite a lot at Reading Station. The American route, not really so bothered about. The German routes I quite like, so I'm looking forward to having a play with those. But initially, I'm going to spend a bit of time on this one, whilst waiting for the Great Western Express. I'll probably do a video with the 802 from Paignton to Reading on the existing Great Western Express, but I'll be waiting for the new one, which seems to be taking an eternity. And I know it's one person doing the routes, but yeah, I'm quite impatient, as I am for the is it Tagami line, the Japanese route. I'm really looking forward to that. I've kind of been a bit of a sad person. I've been watching over some sort of Japanese cab ride videos, and I find that some of the routes are so scenic and pretty, and the method of driving are interesting as well. So looking forward to when that route comes out. Still a bit of drawing going on here. Which is it? Kind of a little bit distracting, but it's not the end of the world for me. It would be nice if it didn't do it, but it's not terrible, and the track is much better now. Right, 60, so it's quite a leisurely pace, isn't it? 60 miles an hour around here. Keep it at 60 so we can remain on time. Let's have a look. Get the speed up a little bit. We're going uphill a bit now, so got about 2.5 miles to go to our next stop. Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm liking it. So just a bit more activity around will be good. Oh, not this fast. There we go. 60 miles an hour, and one of these feels about did about 20. Let's get it into 2 because we're going uphill with a 1% gradient. It's 1 in 100 in old money. It's got a 45 coming up, so let's just take the power off. Maybe we could just drift down by then. We might do. Maybe not. Might have to just apply a little tiny bit of brake in a moment. Let's see. Boom. Right, let's keep a power handle on 1. If I might have said, but these again, this power, combined power and brake controller. There's no notches on it. It's a smooth both ways. I think the notches are just for help for your guidance in the game, to give an indication of how much you're applying. Get a bit more speed up this hill. And we've got a 30 coming up. Oh, going a bit. Now we're going downhill. Let's put a bit of brake on. Don't need that much. That's wrong way around. That's it. There we go. Just roll down this hill a bit, and then we'll brake again in a second.
We are now approaching Tor.
So Tor now. I better brake a bit more. It's quite a gradient coming back from here, isn't it? 1.16. Let's see where it is here. So I don't know. Oh, is it off the platform? Oh no, it is. Oop. Look. I missed that a little bit. Okay. Oh, but we made it. It was all the doors were on the platform. It's all good. And we're a minute early as well. Some nice cars here. All seem to be the same though for some reason. Let's have a look at Tor. Not much to say about it. A small station. Again, the exteriors have improved a lot. It'd be nice to see the remasters done on a few other older lines. I'm sure people have their own favourites. For me, it'd be Tees Valley line, which I love, with the 101 on it, or even Northern Trans Pennine. Another good BR Blue Day route, but obviously looks quite dated now. It's been out for a good few years. Okay, let's lock the doors. Right, let's be off. The
Welcome
noises of
aboard this Great
the,
Western Railway
the seals on the
service
doors
to
closing.
Paignton. We'll be calling at Torquay and Paignton.
I didn't mention actually here. This
The
is
next station is Torquay.
the DSD pedal. That bit down there that moves up and down. Oh, we're going a bit fast here. It's because you're sitting quite high up. Unless you are incredibly long-legged, you wouldn't be able to reach the floor. So that moves up and down to enable you to keep your feet on the pedal. So we're going downhill a bit now, so better keep a little bit of brake on, otherwise we'll speed again.
We are now approaching Torquay.
Oh, that is quite a close one, isn't it? I only came here last year. Can't remember what it was looked like, but I came here for a couple of days with some friends. Okay, where is it? It's down the end of the platform. There's a little signal box here. There it is there. You're just going to scroll into the... Here it comes. Somewhere around there anyway.
This is Torquay.
Oh yeah, there we go. There's me. Good looking guy, right? Okay. Torquay, I don't remember it looking like this, but I think, oh, I remember this bit here. I was under the cover here. I'm walking around here down to the seafront. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's not bad. I think this looks a bit... what's the word? Yeah, it looks like a cardboard cutout. But this bit looks okay around. It just needs more people walking around and stuff like that. And this is a seaside town. I know it's October, but you'd expect more people around. And again, same cars. Just minor niggles. I'm not, and this has been not this particular version. It's the one that's been on my sort of niggle list for quite a while. Okay, just waiting for the signal for the doors to close. There we go. Alrighty, so our next station stop is Paignton. What's the speed out? 40 miles an hour here. Sunny day, you pull the blind down.
The next station is Paignton.
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate blinds. There we go. Paignton's a couple of miles away. This went to Torquay in the middle of August, and it was dead. It was almost like nobody wanted to go there anymore. It was very, very, very strange and sad to see such a lovely seaside town so empty. I believe Paignton is a busier place, but nevertheless, still a shame. Wants a bit more power. So we've got if it's single yellow here, this would be a fixed signal, like a fixed distant, I guess, is it? Maybe not, maybe one more signal in between. Okay, we've got a double yellow. Oh, where have I disappeared to? Oh, I'm in there. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, what's going on here? That's a bit temperamental, that. Oh, there's the beach. And the sea coming in. Nobody there today, though. So we're coming up. Take the power off because we've got 15 mile an hour into the station by the looks of it. Just sort of advice for you're driving into terminus stations, i.e. like ones where there's buffer stops at the end, to stop yourself getting tripped up. Make sure you're 10 miles an hour when you're coming into the end of the platform.
We are now approaching Paignton.
Otherwise, you'll suddenly find that the... Oh, is that a Voyager? It is. And that noise. Right, so it's coming up to 15. Crossing over? No? No. Still 15. Oh, there's a crossing there, that's why. Oh, this looks nice, isn't it? They've done a good job of this bit. And this is where you can get the Heritage Railway here. I've not been on it, but I hear it's very good. Okay, red ahead. We're going to slow down a bit. Play spot the marker again. And there it is, just there. Did I pass the 9 car one? I don't know, but...
This is Paignton.
Oh, if I can get outside. Oh, 9 and 8, but that's probably HST, so there's no 9 car for this. That should be a 9 and 10 really, but I'm not sure what's going on there, unless there is a And there we go. That's it. How did we do? I don't actually know. Oh, we've got a medal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the trip from Exeter to Davies down to Paignton, and me chatting away about the Class 800. If you would like any information about it, feel free to leave some comments. I'll try and get back to you, and hopefully see you again soon. Take care now. Bye bye. Alexa, living room on.
Okay.
Alexa, games room lamp on.